So why is Bitcoin dropping? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Well, the best day you guys can with just all this unfortunate news. I'm using the Webull platform. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about it, you don't have to, but it's the first link down below to earn 2 free stocks and be able to download this platform. Also, a very popular thing on this platform is cryptocurrency. And like a lot of you guys know, overnight, right? What happened? Why is Bitcoin following? Well, a lot of you guys might have already heard the news where China is restricting any financial institution to accept or work with cryptocurrency. If you guys have been in this market for a while, first off, I don't personally trade crypto. But one of the things that this kind of like brings me back to is, did this not happen in 2017? During that initial pullback when Bitcoin hit highs of 19,000. There was some form of next stage that it was supposed to go through in China. And then all of a sudden it pulled on back as it got restricted or it got banned or it did not get accepted in China. And then when that happened, a series of unfortunate events followed, right? All these different exchanges started to close. The whole BitConnect scheme ended up blowing out of, proportion where they just wouldn't allow people to remove money from their exchanges. And you just have to think about this, right? There's coins this is the part that's the most mind-boggling is if you participated in Bitcoin, Ethereum, the stable coins to say the least, you do it with a dollar amount in which you can tolerate pullbacks with, right? The part that bothers me are the people that have just the Labra, well, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Labra coin, I don't even know what it is, right? It's all these shit coins to say the least, right? We got Labra, we got the Yummy coin. I saw that was a very popular stock that's down 30%. If I'm not mistaken, it was Jake Paul and a series of other people that stood behind or not financial advice, right? But stood behind this coin. Safe Moon, also a very popular one. There's a number of them. There's just there's a coin for every. I saw that there's a very popular coin after Elon's tweet last week where he doesn't stand behind. He doesn't think that Bitcoin is where it should be to stand behind it as of right now. So due to those series of tweets, Dogecoin kind of pulled on back, Bitcoin pulled on back a little bit, and because of that, they made a series of coins that were like F Elon and all these different things, right? The crazy thing is you can literally make a coin about anything, and as long as you get enough people with enough followers to promote these specific coins, then I'm sure, right? You can create that artificial demand. There's no question. And almost, right, for those that have traded in the stock market for a while, it almost sounds like a penny stock. It almost sounds like an OTC stock, right? The crazy thing about this is that in the stock market, it's regulated, right? You're not allowed to do that. You'll go to jail. But with cryptocurrency, there's no restriction. And all we have to say is, why is the market as of right now pulling on back? It's due to unfortunate news. Due to unfortunate news of, a huge part of the world, right? China, again, does not and it will not allow the acceptance through any of its financial institutions, Bitcoin or any of the altcoins, right? It just will not accept cryptocurrency, which is a big drawback. This is one of the biggest drawbacks that I've seen based off of one of the articles that I just read. This is the most liquidation that Bitcoin has experienced since October of 2020, right? And if we look at we can even go back to the 4-year chart, right? And I want to zoom on out over here. I'm excited, right? The people that are freaking out right now are the people that are super heavily invested. The reason I'm looking at this right now is, first off, you should never buy into anything, especially as it's selling off, especially if you're not comfortable with it, right? But one of the ways that I'm looking at it right now is if I go in with a certain dollar amount, this is the time that makes the most sense out of any other time to get in, right? Because there's actually margin to be made, right? If we look at where we're at right now for the potential that it has for recovery, 75% doesn't look too bad. But let's be honest, this could be in the very early stages of it continuing to sell off. So make sure you don't think that it's just buying the dip, and that when something cracks like this, there's actually another article that I read, when something cracks like this and pulls on back this aggressive, it literally dropped over 50%. From 64.90, right? So 64,900 all the way down to sub 30,000. That's over 50%. When something cracks like this, you can't expect it to recover in just 2 days, right? It's going to take time. Put yourself in a position to succeed. And that's the whole purpose of this video. Let's be honest, who's another very proactive and heavy investor in Bitcoin? Tesla. And guess what? I'm heavily invested in Tesla, right? So Tesla as of right now is down 3%, right? So you guys know that thankfully, you guys watched my video yesterday. I made $27,000 due to my long positions, right, on Tesla, P2N, all that good stuff. The market was green yesterday. But guess what? Tesla's down now 3%. I reduced my position size, but I'm still going to be down about $20,000 today as well. I'm all for talking about both the green days and the red days. Let's talk about it so you don't feel like you're alone. But I can almost reassure you, for all the people that follow all these other influencers or promoters of these Yummy Coin or Safe Moon, or they won't show you how much they're up. They won't show you how much they're down. Definitely not how much they're down. And I would be surprised if they actually comment on one of these things, right? One of the things that you have to understand is I don't even blame them. At the end of the day, you should be the final decision maker on where you put your money, right? The same thing when it comes down to investing in the stock market or invest in anything. Put yourself in a position to succeed. If you're someone that is just getting started and you go in with aggressive moving penny stocks or aggressive moving altcoins or shitcoins, whatever it is that you want to call them, then guess what? If you expect a 100% return in 1 or 2 days, understand that a 50% pullback or whatever it is that it pulled back today shouldn't be much of a surprise. That's the territory that you're working with. So how can you be surprised that you made 100% in 1 day, but that it dropped 60% the day that followed? You need to understand how these markets work. And I don't blame anyone that day trades them, that manages their risk, that has a plan. But for those that are just getting started, let's be honest, they have no plan. They don't understand what they're getting themselves into. These exchanges, the ones that I've heard of now people creating these series of tutorial videos on teaching kids on how to fund these exchanges. It will not surprise me if these exchanges begin to shut down. A lot of these exchanges are overly leveraged. They're allowing people to borrow money over 50% of what it is that they have invested. And guess what? Times like this, when the market, everything's great when it's great, and everything's great until it's not. And right now, it's definitely not, right? So when it comes down to being able to see Ethereum and Bitcoin pull back this hard, this could be the very early stages of a more aggressive pullback. And when these exchanges are so overly leveraged and allowing their users to borrow 50% of whatever capital they have invested, it literally almost sounds like the BitConnect scheme all over again. They're so overly leveraged, and because they all started at when they were $50,000 to $60,000 a share for Bitcoin, now because it's pulled back nearly 50%, it would not be surprising to see these exchanges to begin to shut down, to not allow users to remove their monies from their exchanges because they can no longer keep up. They're no longer profitable because of how much they've allowed their users to lend out. It's great in a bull market, but let me tell you, This is the very, very early stages, at least for what it looks like for Bitcoin and its cryptocurrency, brothers and sisters, for a pullback. And I just really hope that all you guys do is put yourself in a position to succeed. We've talked about position size. We've talked about only taking advantage of opportunities in which you understand and that you can manage. And the biggest thing is a lot of this just. You should enjoy the process of investing, or you should enjoy the process of trading. It's definitely not enjoyable when you overexert yourself, when you become an emotional mess because you put too much money on the line and then you end up, losing 30%, right? Or what's another one? Oh, this one was a really fun one. 41% down on the day. It's unreal, right? All we can ever say is just be careful with the opportunities in which you choose to take advantage of. You have nothing but time to make money in the market, both cryptocurrency, stock market, whatever markets you want to partake in. There's so much time to do well in these markets. It's cool. I don't partake in them, but if you want to partake in these altcoins or these shitcoins because you think that you can get in and get out right away, then at least have a plan. Lock in profits. Don't be afraid to be called, what is it called? Paper hands, right? Who cares? At least you're not down 50%. Talk about paper hands, right? Oh, cool, have fun holding something that has no actual value. Do it, right? but do your future self a favor and put yourself in a position to succeed. So I'm really excited to follow up with the overall market, both NASDAQ, both stock market and crypto. I've never been so eager to get started in the crypto market. And now that there's a surplus of discounts, I'm going to be selective. I'm going to do it with a dollar amount that I can tolerate, and I'm going to understand that it can still continue to sell off, so I need to take that into consideration. I hope that this video just puts into realization that how important it is to have a plan and to only take advantage of opportunities that make the most sense to you. At the end of the day, everything tends to balance out. The coins that pushed up 150, 200%, 1,000% within a very short period of time, shouldn't be much of a surprise that they come back to zero very soon, right? I hope that we earned your thumbs up. If you guys have any questions or anything that you think that we can assist you with, comment down below. I'll try to the best of my ability to answer them. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And just to let you guys know, we do run an absolute free and one of the largest Facebook groups in the world for those who invest in the stock market, with over 312,000 members. And that's that second link down below. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, this is for absolute beginners. It's for those that want to get started in the stock market. It's not cryptocurrency, so please understand that. But if you want to watch me trade live every day and you want to learn more about it, click the third link down below to learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Prof group and to see if it's a good fit for you. Like always, continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. One of the new sayings that we have within our group is keep it light, keep it tight, and make sure that you enjoy and embrace the process. It definitely takes time, but let's be honest, nothing in life worth having or doing should ever come easy. And the stock market, and it seems like the crypto market joined us today, is definitely no exception. So like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.